Right, so the matches for this one were, to start things off, we will have SERPENTINA make her debut. See, this should be really good then for completely just organising the women's roster around a little bit, to be honest. Lots of ranking points up for grabs tonight in both these tournaments, and I really like the names that you guys picked out via, obviously, random numbers. But it seemed to work. SHURI, ATOMI. Yeah, you seem to be, yeah. I'm sure everyone will drip dry in soon. That's why I never start the action straight away. I always waste a bit of time. Just getting some stuff ready. SHOTZI's in there as well. Then we have DIABLA. And we have the Macho Gal, BRANDI Savage. There we go. So that is the Women's IC Championship Tournament. It's a pretty strong tournament. How you doing? Oh, well, it says there's only one of you in now. There we go. There's two of you in now. It has come up in the Discord now that we are live, so that should hopefully trigger for some people. And we should get everyone in pretty soon. Do do doopy do doopy 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 do. No, that's not very good, is it? I mean, it should be coming through. Where are we? And everyone, stream is on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Well, I suppose as long as we've got you lot in here, that's the main lot in it, I suppose. Right then, so this is the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. As you can see, SERPENTINA versus LOVECRAFT, RIHO versus SHURI, ATOMI, Tony Thunder versus SHOTZI, and DIABLA versus BRANDI Savag. For some reason, it just cut the E off, so that's what it is. It's going to be a really good tournament, I think, this. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, tonight we're going to do this tournament. We're going to do the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament, and then we'll finish things off with the 30-man Royal Rumble. For somebody to get an opportunity at the SWE Championship. The only question I want to know from you guys then is to do with the Rumble. Do you want me to select the 30 highest rated people on the rankings, or do you guys want to randomly select? So that's the main question for you, I suppose. Right, so here we go then. We're going to start things off with SERPENTINA versus LOVECRAFT. SERPENTINA's debut against old LOVECRAFT. The 30 highest rated. That's easy enough done. I can sort that out from my side. Which would be down to... There we go. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to get some pretty interesting people in it. It does mean that Gemini, Dark Lucha, Jay will all be in, unless we don't include champions, I suppose. If you've already got a championship, you're not allowed in. We could do it that way. Obviously, Beanie Ward will probably kick out because Beanie Ward does already have a championship. Well, he's the champion that will be everyone trying to compete for, won't he, really? Here we go then. SERPENTINA versus LOVECRAFT. First round of the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. We're showing a lot of love to the women's division tonight. Like I said, lots of ranking points up for grabs. Lots of debuts as well in the women's ranking. So this should be a very interesting night. Yeah, I think we shouldn't probably have champions in the Rumble. I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's what I said, Jay. I'm I would like to move across at some point because it will allow us to have more championships and an intergender tag division. I think it works fine for this sort of thing. However, downloading cores with logos and that is the only issue, I think. So for this sort of thing, I think it works perfect. So I think at some point when we get to a certain point in time, we will start afresh on 2K20. But I think everyone's heavily invested in this roster at the moment. Yep, I have made Earth and Wind Lord, or I've called him Air Lord. Earth Lord and Air Lord. What I've done as well is I've sort of tried to cover all bases. So Air Lord is going to be more of a cruiserweight, who's going to be looking towards the cruiserweight division. Earth Lord I've done as more of a ground type, if you want to take it that way. So Earth Ground. So he'll be involved more in the pure championship picture. So he's got a much more of a submission-based style. And then, of course, we've got Fire and Ice we created yesterday as well. So I do have those available. We're not... Well, we are... Well, we could see all 4 tonight as part of the Rumble, really, because they are all quite high up. I've also been... well, I've been messing around with a few things. A few stats I want to change to try and balance the roster a bit better. But I'll probably do that off camera, to be honest. It's not point putting it in here. Nice takedown there by Lovecraft. I thought she got slammed, but ended up being an actual DDT on Serpentina. Nice slam. Yeah, Jay, if you go and randomize some cores in 2K20 as well, you get some really interesting stuff. I got one that had the head of a dog. Wow, Sister Abigail locked in and hit by Lovecraft. She does have a hold of the ropes, though, which is interesting, and it is a kick out. Serpentina now bringing Lovecraft back up to her feet. And a big choke slam. I tell you what, Lovecraft, I thought she had this match won pretty smoothly, but now all of a sudden Serpentina locking in the Cobra Clutch. Will she survive Lovecraft from the Cobra Clutch? Cobra Clutch. Cobra Clutch. So that's what I did with Naga and with Serpentina, by the way. They both have the Cobra Clutch and the Anaconda Vice as finales, or finishers, let's say. Of course, both snake-based, well, snake-based names. Submissions. They're words I'm thinking of. Serpentina with a couple of big strikes right in her face. She does have the height advantage against Lovecraft. So the Order do have a, well, they have Lovecraft in this, and then they also do have a tag team in the Women's Tag Team Championship tournament coming up soon as well. In the team formerly known as No Slaps Just Fists. In the two ladies, I can never remember which one's which. Lovecraft now looking, I think she was going for a pile driver, but Serpentina dropping it over the top and then a big strike right in the face. I've given a couple of people a bit more of a little makeover as well, just to try and utilize them a bit better. Hopefully I've not ruined anybody, but I've got them looking a bit more smart. Next door's dogs. Let me go have a look while next door's dog's barking a lot. Lovecraft's going to win this, I think. 1 second. How has she not won this? I thought she had it. I thought Lovecraft had this, you know. I got no idea why next door's dog was barking though. No idea. She's gonna go. Lovecraft, big diving crossbody. And she has got it. Wow. That is a huge win for Lovecraft. Obviously losing the women's champion last season. But now here she is getting some, well, getting a very big win actually against Serpentina. Hi Alex, I'm fine, thank you. The cats are running around the garden. Next door's dog is barking around, so they're, I think they're just annoying him. Yeah, like I said, I think we will move to 2K20 eventually. I feel like this on 2K20 would work fine. But we'll stick the Battle of the Brands for 2K19 for now, just for the ease of cause. But when we're doing randomizers, I think it's not too bad. Not to mention, Mark, this is just the first match of our Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament. And Lovecraft gets a massive victory here, defeating Serpentina. Are you annoying next door's dog? Are you? Okay. Right then. Next up, we've got another two women that were probably, I would probably say, underutilized last season. In RIHO and SHURI ATOMI. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Right. Mark, these are neither. They're not cores made by us. What they are is we have used the in-game randomize function to create an entire roster. It's weird, but to be honest, it is quite wonderful at the same time. When you take away all of the realistics things that hold you back from doing a normal universe mode, this allows us just to do whatever the hell we... Oh. Oh my god, no! Whap, 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 whap. Well. Yeah, so Mark, we've got a full 100 cores. We've got 70 males and 30 females. But we are using Colquhoun, Baron Blade, and El Mago as well, just as jobbers. So if you want to, I've been uploading them as individual shows recently, but if you want to check out any of our roster creation streams, then you can do. But I will warn you, they are very long and mainly just contain me drinking beer, to be honest with you. Is this going to save our tournament, or are we going to have to create that again? I'm not sure if that's going to save our tournament or we have to create this again. If you are sticking around tonight, though, Mark, you'll get a chance to see quite a lot of people. We've got an 8-woman Queen of the Ring tournament to crown the first Intercontinental Champion of the female division. We've got an 8-team Women's Tag Team Championship tournament, and we've got a 30-man Royal Rumble as well. Whip, 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 whip. Are we going to have to create that again? Why did it crash? Is it SHURI ATOMI? I mean, ATOMI is one of the ones that we've still got who's not a randomized one, I would admit. Yeah, look, it's not saved it. I'll continue. Go on. Yeah, go on. There we go. Hi, Ghost. Right. Cancel entrance. Speed it up. Let's see how we get. 4 hours of editing. Wow, that's a long time, mate. I get well bored doing that much editing one day. I normally try and squeeze a little bit of edit. Well, the editing for this is quite lazy now because it's literally just got to cut down the beginning and the end of the stream and keep all the middle in. But for the stuff like the Final Fantasy stuff that I've done, it takes so long. So long. Come on, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. I believe in you. I believe in you. Please don't crash. Is there a new Botchamania? Oh, it's the same Botchamania. They just re-uploaded it because it got taken down. I think you're probably going to be involved in the Rumble Ghost. That'll be it. Yes, Mark, it does. I've already played around with it. Yeah, Mark, if you go in, I don't know what console you're in. I'm on the PlayStation. But if you go in on the PlayStation, you push in the right stick and it randomizes. And then you can just keep randomizing until you find someone you like. It is really fun to do. And we've actually created tag teams and stables. And it's been really fun. It'll all be randomized, Ghost. I ain't got the patience to do everyone's numbers because I always bugger it up. So yeah, it's really fun to do, Mark. How do you mean? Well, you still only get your 100 core slots, Mark. That's all you get. But essentially, it's really smart what it does. It will pick certain color schemes, so it's not like completely random. So, for example, it will pick a colour scheme of like red and white or something like that. And then everything on the core will be them colours. Sometimes it comes back with complete nonsense. Other times it comes back with some incredible stuff. I mean, this Shuri ATOMI, the one in black, is not a random one. She was one we downloaded at the very beginning. But RIHO Shan, the one in white, she was a randomised core. Oh, the Cobb Rumble. I mean, if you two have been playing 2K games for a long time, then it's still, even when I think about it now, it still just amazes me that that happened. It really does. RIHO taking Shuri ATOMI down. I didn't realise how big RIHO Shan actually was. She's a big lass. Very big lass. She's probably not too realistic considering that she's coming from the Orient because they're generally quite smaller people, aren't they, to be honest? Yeah, the winner of the Rumble will get a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship. Not quite sure yet whether that is going to be at the finale of this season or whether it'll be a little bit earlier on, maybe at the special. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to have a look. It might depend who it is. Or if it's a big name, someone we want to see do well, then potentially it would be interesting to have it at the finale and we can build up the entire month to it. If not, we can just have it on an episode of SWE, which I'm fine forever, to be honest. If we do an episode of SWE, then we can have 2 championship matches in 1 month then. In theory, Mark, yeah. If you do it on your own, it would be a very quick way of doing it. But we tried to do it as a collective. As RIHO Shan gets the win over Shuri ATOMI. Yeah, we did it as a collective, which is fine. But the problem with that is that me talking now is 20 seconds ahead of you hearing it. So when I ask a question, it doesn't get to you guys for 20 seconds. Then you've got to type in the answer. Then all of a sudden, it goes a long time. Yeah, it can be... it's fun. If you do it on your own, though, I think you'll have a great time with it. So what we did is we done a full season. Then after the first season, we picked about sort of 15, 20 people that we don't think were really going to really make much of an impact. So we deleted those, put them onto an alumni page. And then yesterday we created an extra 20 or so people. So it does freshen things up a bit. We've got a few debutantes here tonight, including SHOTZI, and this match is going to be debuting tonight. It's 20 seconds, I think it is, Ghost. Because if I listen to the stream back myself, it's a long time. Is it? No, it is. There is a delay on it because... What the hell was that? My phone. There is a delay on it because if I put the stream on my computer, it's a long time behind me actually speaking. You have new vouchers in your inbox from Pets at Home. Yay! £1/3 off cat food. £2 off when you spend £25. Wow. Actually got a lot of vouchers on there. Okay. That could be useful at some point. Yes, new generation, yeah. I'm answering you straight away, but because it takes 20 seconds to come through, as soon as I will look at chat the majority of the time, I answer straight away, but because the delay on the stream is about 20 seconds, you don't get my answer for that 20 seconds. So I'm not ignoring you, or I'm not spending ages speaking to you. I'm literally just there's a delay. I think if you're on Twitch, the delay is a lot less. No, Dark Lucha. The reason I've left them on there is, number one, I'm too lazy to take them off. And number two, I thought it might be fun to know what the history of these guys were. No problem, New Generation. Like I say, I'll be uploading quite a few of them. Again, Tony Thunder. I don't know if Tony Thunder's big or SHOTZI small. So, Mark, again on this one, Tony Thunder is one that Jay had created, whereas SHOTZI is one of the people we added for this season who's randomised. We've not changed anything on SHOTZI. That was exactly how she was randomised. So you can get some pretty good stuff from it, to be honest. You can get some absolute terrible stuff as well, don't get me wrong. What we've done a few of as well is we've basically been getting randomised ones, then maybe just amending one or two things to make them look a bit more cooler. I wish I had that much time off, you know. I think I got quite a bit of time off. I got about 9 weeks off in the end still. But I went back to work early May. I went back to work. So I've been back at work for 4 months already. Oh, we've got Green Ram now as well, haven't we? Oh yeah. Teenage Ninja, Job in Turtles. Yeah, that was one we added yesterday, Mark. The game, for some reason, it likes to really focus on some things in the randomizer. And one of the things we noticed yesterday we kept getting were turtle shells. So we decided just to do a full stable of turtles, essentially, for jobbing. Yeah, but like I said, I think we will move this to... No problem, Mark. Yeah, I'm leaving the streams up, but I'm also going to... I'm cutting the streams down into individual things as well and uploading them. So that way it makes it a bit easier to watch back in the future, but they are going to be quite a bit behind now because... Well, we've finished Season 1 already, and I've only just started doing the shows and the uploads, but we'll all be uploaded in the end anyway. But I leave the streams up anyway, so if you can keep track of where you were. But have a good day at work, mate. I'm assuming you're American then, because I've only just come home from work. Totally fun now, sending SHOTZI into the corner. Yeah, the Rumble's going to be very interesting. I feel like the Rumble's a good thing for us as well, because it will allow us a chance to... I mean, we could... Well, let's not push ourselves here, people, right? Let's not push ourselves, but... Let's not push ourselves, right? But I'm going to say it. What if, right, we did 2 Rumbles? There are 75 people on the roster. Or 75 men on the roster. I believe, is that correct? There are 73 men on the roster. So what if we did a Rumble with the top 30. Winner gets an SWE Championship shot. And then we do another Rumble with the next 30. So from 31 to 60. And the winner of that can become the first SWE Dark Champion. How does that sound? That way it can really mix and match the rankings up a bit tonight, I think. Yeah, Charles. We're still on the first round of the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. We've got Tony Thunder in the red and black, SHOTZI in the green and black. Well, I think at the end of tonight, the only two belts we won't have actually put out there so far will be the Dark and the Pure. So if we do offer the Dark Championship as part of this, then that's a good shout, New Generation, actually. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We should do that. Assassins for life. Right, so I need to... Right, so if there's anybody looking at the rankings, ignore it because I'm going to make it look a bit weird for a moment. Because I'm going to change the colours. Do you want to do... Yeah. Yeah, we will do that. I've literally given you no choice. We shall do it. Right, so you... Jay's not in it because he's a champion. We're going to ban all the champions from being part of it then. Bruiser Lee's not in it. Bernard Sampson, Nacho Man Naga. Okay. Yep, you're all in. We should see some good debuts tonight as well then, for some new people. A lot of people we haven't seen much. SHOTZI with a pin, only a 2 count. George Harrison's not in it because he's a tag team champion. Is that 30 then? It might be 30. As SHOTZI gets the big win here. Wow. I didn't watch all of it, to be honest, Giles. I watched the highlights the next day, and it looked interesting. It looked better than I expected it was going to be, but it's still... Well, I'm an AEW mark now anyway, so... I try not to be, but I know that I am quite biased. I try not to be, but I can't help it sometimes. Oh no, New Generation, that is possibly one of the stupidest things I have ever seen. Why would they split the Iconics up? I just don't get it. I mean, they're not great on their own, but they're really good as a tag team because they're probably one of the only tag teams they've got that can say they're genuinely been like together for years upon years upon years. And they split them up. It just makes no sense to me. It's like being a crazy fan Dark Lucha, to be honest. I do think Roman going with Paul Heyman was probably the smartest thing they've ever done, to be honest. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Okay, so I've got one Rumble sorted. Yeah, I try not to be, but I find myself... I think PJ Tovey has to sort of give me a bit of a nudge sometimes and just say, well, look, if WWE had done this, would you still say it's really cool? Or if AEW had done this, would you still say it's stupid? And sometimes I am... Yeah, sometimes I know that I do. But it's the way it is, isn't it, I suppose? Right. So now I can just do these 30, can't I? Okay, so I'm going to remove El Mago. And then we're going to give Raphael. Okay, so I've got two 30-man rumbles. I've got a big rumble and I've got a smaller rumble. So after this tournament, we'll do the smaller rumble, where we'll crown the first SWE Dark Champion. And then afterwards, we'll do the Women's Tag Team Tournament, then we'll finish things off with a big rumble. Yeah, Fire and Ice should be pretty good. Yeah. I come up with a good name for them last night, though. The Elemental Overlords. Is NXT on tonight, is it? Is it on tonight? Is that when they're having the four-man Iron Man match? I'm intrigued by the four-man Iron Man match. I do think they may have copied us, to be honest, though, because we did the four-man Iron Man match not long ago in our Ring of Honor Battle of the Brands, but... Well, I'll see how things go, Lucha. We'll have no messing around in between, so hopefully we can just go one into the other, into the other, into the other. Jay, are you competing against me? You're streaming at the same time. What are you doing? Jackson Riker. Is that Jackson Riker and Eric Young versus Harper and Fiend? I'm not quite sure how it worked. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I want to go on to 2K20 at some point. I wish I'd done it at the beginning now. Because I just feel like I don't really want to change now because we've built such a cool roster. Yeah. It could happen. I suppose the Dark Championship, though, is going to be what it is. I don't know if we should make the Dark Championship like the Television Championship, where it's defended every single episode of Dark. Or whether we should just make it every now and again situation. But the good thing about a Rumble is it really does give a lot of opportunity for people to get ranking points. And especially with lots of new people in here as well, it should be interesting. Yeah, I think that's the one thing, Charles, with AEW is they're really attacking the they really are attacking the internet, which is why I always knew, I was convinced they were always going to get Matt Cardona because of his internet presence already, especially when they're about to release a new range of wrestling figures. Yeah, 1 point for an elimination and minus 1 point for being eliminated. And the winner of the Rumble can get 5 points as a bonus. So winning the Rumble is going to give you a shot at the championship, but then also give you a... Well, it will also give you a... what's that noise? Yeah, give you a massive boost in the rankings as well. I like it. You have to pray to the gods of 2K for that one, I'm afraid, mate. Put the cameras on. Oh, I love that. Oh, it'll be a random, yeah. It'll be a random unless you send me £10. Send me £10, I'll make you number 30. I don't understand why it's not happened yet, Charles. I can't understand why they've not got it. It looks like AEW are formulating some sort of working relationship now with NWA, with the allowance of Thunder Rosa to compete. She's still obviously NWA Women's Champion, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, there seems to be some work there with NWA, but... in the second, I believe... Well, I think Fire, Ice, and Earth are all going to be in the main one. And then Airlord just literally missed the grade. So Airlord is going to be in the secondary one. Airlord is the cruiserweight version we've got. It's very tricky to do air as a colour scheme, you know. Yep, Jay, she won the first match. She eliminated the debut in Serpentina. Yeah, I mean, Fire Lord and Ice Lord were okay colours to do it. Even Earth Lord wasn't too bad, just two different shades of green and a brown. But then when you get to Air Lord, I'm like, what colour is air? That is not easy doing air. I was considering like changing it to Thunder Lord or something like that and doing like a lightning. But I left it at Air Lord to make it a pretty cool sounding cruiserweight. And then I used like a white and a grey and that sort of stuff. One of the turtles has qualified. Unfortunately, the other three have not, unless we drop some other people out. But I feel like I want to use some of our real people. I don't know. We've got... Oh, hang on a minute. Kirk Velasquez. Oh, yeah, no. Kirk Velasquez is out because he's already a champion. So that allows space for one more to come in. So we've got two of the turtles in there now. I would hope so, Charles, because I feel like what Cody and AEW are trying to do is they're trying to bring back this more retro feel to wrestling. And back in the day, they used to have lots of different territories, and they used to work together, and they used to be helpful for everyone involved. And I feel like that would be good for them to have link-ups with Ring of Honor. They must have, well, as Brandi Savage gets the win over El Diabla. El Diabla's just not doing well, is she? El Diabla is just not doing... Talking of not doing well, I've just realised I've not updated any of the rankings from tonight so far. So El Diabla picks up a loss. I will continue my conversation in a second. I'm just confused. So that was that the final of the first four? It was. So RIHO SHANE beat SHURI ATOMI and SHOTZI beat Tony Thunder. Okay. Right, so Brandi Savage got the win. SHOTZI beat Tony Thunder. SHOTZI beat Tony Thunder. And RIHO SHANE defeated SHURI ATOMI. RIHO SHANE, RIHO SHANE. There we go. Oh, we need to finish off this first. Yeah, Chance and I think both members, Chance and the other lad, what's his name? John. Chance Morgan and John Morgan are both in the second one. And then in the first one, you've got Ghost, Red God, and the other guy. I can't remember what his name is. I'm sure there was four. Were there three in there? So yeah, I feel like there should definitely be a New Japan link. I think with the wrestlers they've got, like the Bucks and Kenny Omega and Jericho and people like that, and even the fact they're using some Stardom people, and the fact that Stardom's now owned by the same people as New Japan as well, I think it would be pretty cool to see more of a link up between New Japan. But we'll have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. We're full on spots now, unfortunately, Charles. If you were here yesterday, you might have had a chance, to be honest. But if you want to create a character, I'm sure we can try and bring you in at some point. But it's 1 in, 1 out at the moment, so we'll have to delete somebody to bring you in. But that's not a problem. We do have some crap, should we say. I'm going to grab a drink, actually, while this is loading. 1 second. Delete Ghost. Alright then, here we go. First of our second round matches. They should speed up a lot more now because we have got damage retention on. So this is Lovecraft versus RIHO. For a place in the final to fight for the Intercontinental Championship. Lovecraft was the first SWE Women's Champion. And she now has the opportunity to be the first SWE Women's Intercontinental Champion as well. She really is somebody who, well, likes to do it first, doesn't she? Remember, damage retention is on, so the damage from the first match is still here. Therefore, like I said earlier on, these matches will be quicker. And, of course, the final even quicker as well. And that's why it's so important to win matches as quickly as possible to keep as much energy as possible moving forward. Lovecraft here with a pin. Wow. Lovecraft doing well here. Stamping on the chest and again of RIHO. Nice hip toss by Lovecraft. Shan back up to her feet. Shan now big back elbows on Lovecraft. Sent into the corner. Hoisted up on top. Shan, well, look at the size of Shan, but she rolls through with that big Hurricane or Frankensteiner style Stratusfaction, if you will. And that is enough for RIHO to make her way through to the finals. Lovecraft defeated. But RIHO, somebody we didn't give a lot of opportunities to in the first season. And to be honest, she is showing some incredible ability. It was a bit of a squash, wasn't it, in that rate? Let's say, because the damage retention is on, I think Lovecraft's first match was much more difficult than RIHO's, and that's why she struggled quite a bit. Let's move on to SHOTZI versus BRANDI Savage. Talking of potential squashes, this could be the same thing. BRANDI Savage is a incredible competitor. Be the boomer generation. Right, so this should be interesting. The winner of this one's going to get a chance against RIHO, but RIHO just had a pretty easy second round, so it's going to be difficult for them. Here we go. BRANDI Savage, looking good. BRANDI now stalking. SHOTZI kicks away. And SHOTZI do well. She's hurting her gut though. I'm still hearing weird noise. I'm going to check the garden again. There's still weird noise in the garden. I think I'm going mad. I think I must be going mad, surely. Brandi Savage now slamming the head of SHOTZI into the mat. Ah. So I got worried there for a second. I misread the wrong thing. Brandi looking good here, though. Yeah, Brandi looks pretty strong, doesn't she? I can hear, like, screaming, squeaky noises. I have actually, Charles. I've not even heard of that one, actually. Journey of Wrestling. I played some random ones. I played like M. Dickey's like Book It Encore and stuff like that. He's making a new one of those at the moment. We've had a chat about Extreme Warfare Revenge in the past. Well, that's a pretty good one, and other stuff like that. But I've not really heard of that one. I still keep thinking we need to do classic. I've got 2007 SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, the GM mode on that, and I've also we want to have a go at the GM mode on Fire Pro as well. We've not done that yet. There's lots of stuff to do actually, but this is really sort of, well, this is really sort of taken things madly at the moment, hasn't it? A SHOTZI, boom, wow. SHOTZI, is SHOTZI going to get this? Wow, that is a huge, huge elimination. SHOTZI eliminates the macho gal Brandi Savage, and SHOTZI looking great. I'll have to look at that. What's it on, Charles? Is it on Steam or anything like that, or do you have to download it from elsewhere? That is a huge move by SHOTZI. That's a big, big move. Well, there we go. The final is sorted. Fire Pro, EIWR, Journey of Wrestling. We're definitely doing Football Manager. I was going to wait until the new one come out because it's going to be due any day soon now. It's always September. So I was going to wait until it's due. It's on PC. You don't need... Okay. Let's have a look. Journey of Wrestling is a free game you can play. Oh, is it New Legacy, is it? Or... Oh, do you not download it then? You've got to do it online, is it? Is that the right one? Okay. This looks confusing. Right, into the final. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. RIHO versus SHOTZI. Not two names I would have picked from the beginning. Okay. Added 50 Japanese wrestlers in future indies. There's a current day one here. Can start as AEW. Play. Should I give it a go? I don't know what I'm doing. I press play and nothing's happening. Oh, it's working. It's working. Oh, it's an advert. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm playing a game now. Available call-ups. Oh, that's pretty cool. So they've got like, is that like a, are they indies or are they like lower level people that you can call up from the lower people? I can't even talk at the same time. I do apologise. Teams. Marufuji. Wow. The big goo. I can get the big goo. Okay, we'll have to have a go at that at some point then. I'll have to figure it out on stream. Yeah, it was good. I think the biggest problem for Lovecraft, Jay, is that she pulled Serpentina in the first round, which was a very difficult first round. And when she did manage to beat Serpentina, it took so much out of her. The semi-final was a bit too difficult. Mason White. Well, we are full at the moment, but if there's anybody that people agree we can remove, we can bring you in. I'm trying to find somebody now that might be... I don't know, is there anyone that... I mean, I was looking at Chocolate Orange earlier as somebody who we might be able to move on. Nice German suplex there by RIHO CHANE. And RIHO CHANE. Wow. Yeah, you run SWE, Jay, because you've got everybody possible in your roster. That's why. You've already got 10% of the roster. You can't have any more. And put me foot down. RIHO CHANE gets the win. RIHO CHANE becomes the Intercontinental Champion here for the women's division. There we go. RIHO CHANE. Well done, lass. Well done. There we go then. First Intercontinental Champion crowned. RIHO CHANE. Okay, we can bring you in. Charles, do you have a move set and everything on there already, or do we need to put one on you? I can do it, it's not a problem. So there we go, RIHO CHANE gets the win, defeating SHURI ATOMI in the first round after the second attempt after the crash. She beat Lovecraft in the semi-finals before beating SHOTZI in the final. There we go.